Welcome back from the break. You're still watching NTV Sport Nights. Pleasure to have your company this Monday evening. Joining us is Gerald Okware from the Kampala Seven Hills Run. He's here to tell us more about what is happening this weekend, I believe. But also maybe you could start by telling us a background, because I have heard of the Seven Hills Run for years now. And yeah, for those younger viewers of ours who probably don't know the history or the background, could you tell us? We used to memorize that there were 7 hills in Kampala in our SST back in the day, but nowadays I think that can be contested. That are they actually 7 hills in Kampala?
They are still 7, and I'm not Okware. The hills are still 7. Even the construction we are doing to erase playgrounds and all this kind of, and in wetlands has not erased any of the hills.
The hills.
Yeah, the hills still exist. Yeah, I'm glad that I've been to a place where you can actually see all the 7 hills. I should be at the top of it. Namirembe Cathedral. There's a place where you can see all the 7 hills of Kampala. Points, yeah, you can be able to point out that is that hill, that's old Kampala, that is Chivuli. You can be.
I hope that's not how you plan to run the 7 hills.
Okay, Gerald, good to have you.
Good to have you, Mebo, and good evening, team. Yeah. Good evening, viewers watching us out there. I know my whole team is out there. My hash master, waving to you guys.
Oh yeah,
Batumireko.
Yes. I want to start by giving you just a little history of first what Kampala Hash is.
Yeah.
It sounds very mysterious to people, and it's been around for quite a while, as old as 1938.
Oh wow.
December. That's when a gentleman called a gentleman called Gisbert, Britain back then in Malaysia, started that run. It's quite a long history, but we are part of a wider group. We actually exist in 1,500 cities across the globe.
Okay.
You'd love to know that Kampala is the most active so far.
Yeah.
Recognized internationally. We're very passionate about running. But that said, in 1986 is when this thing began in Kampala. And there was no turning back.
It came with the government.
Run. Yes. It came with the government.
Okay.
But we're taking different trajectories.
Disclaimer.
Yes, that's a very good disclaimer. So we basically run, and just run and have fun. We consist of virtually everybody, but it was started by expatriates who are based in Uganda because it was something that was imported from out. Right now the expatriates are fewer, and it's a purely Ugandan thing. Albeit a few expatriates still jump in here and there. The 7 Hills Run, for memories of your SST and geography, consists of Chivuli, Nakasero, Old Kampala, Namirembe, Rubaga, Mengo, and lastly in Zambia.
Yeah.
That's where Kampala, yes, Kampala originally was. So about 23 years ago, just came up and said, okay, look, why don't we run with a social and a historical aspect attached to it? So let's traverse the 7 hills. And we started. And I can tell you it's growing leaps and bounds. We've never looked back. And beautifully, 2 years, this is the 2nd year running, Absa Bank joined us and said, wow, let's be part of you and run these hills. But let's not run to just sweat out. Let's run to help the girl child.
Yeah.
They looked out for something, and we thought the girl child was really in a very tight spot. One of my most touching stories is a story of some girls, teenagers in Luka or Iganga, who are using soil padded in polythene.
Yeah. NTV did the story.
Yes,
I first saw it on the news.
It was very touching.
I've never forgiven myself for that. I don't think that should happen in modern day and age. Sure. Luckily enough, the relationship between ABSA now and KH3 is joined at the hip.
KH3 is Kampala Hashers.
Kampala House Harriers.
House Harriers. Yes. H3, yeah.
We are now joined at the hip, and we said, look, we have to do something. Let's not just run. Running has its benefits, so many benefits. And we've really enjoyed, we've harnessed every little bit of those benefits. But then we said, well, let's put around some synergy. Let's put around some restitution, and then impact these girls' lives. We are talking about teenage pregnancies. We are talking about menstrual hygiene, and these are the things that have bedeviled the little girls from attending school.
Yeah.
I'm sure if they looked at it, they only can dream about being in a studio like this. But we cannot talk about people going to planet when a Ugandan girl child is still using soil, to control her menstrual cycle, and that's very, very perturbing.
Yeah.
But we decided, I think that should be the end.
Yeah.
So with ABSA, we've decided to come up together, and we also premise our cooperation upon a phrase that I really love to use, that is Ubuntu.
Ubuntu.
I am because you are. Yes, and it has very strong 5 principles which I believe in. It has got solidarity, it has got compassion, it has got respect, it has got love, it's got dignity, and I think this is the hand we're trying to extend out to the girl child. And we just want to appeal to everyone out there to come, give us the little, and together to make an impact. That is briefly. So, secondly,
So 7 hills.
Yes.
Do we start at the topmost hill, coming down? How does someone get through it?
Isma, you're not going to survive the hill. Wherever you start from. But originally we started in Zambia, and then we ended in Zambia. But like I said earlier, the numbers grew in leaps and bounds, and all the venues last year were at Kingdom Kampala. It is now small.
Yeah.
So we decided to choose Kololo, which is not part of the 7 hills, but it has enough space to accommodate us.
For start and finish.
Yeah, so for that reason, we shall come down and probably join Nakasero Hill from somewhere there. The map is out.
So from Kololo
I don't
into
know whether the
Nakasero.
Yes,
producer
into Nakasero
has
and-
that map played
It
for
was
us.
on the screen.
It was also-
That would be lovely.
Kololo to Nakasero, then you get to Nakasero.
Then we start around the blood bank.
There you go.
Yes.
That looks like for what? CEO run?
Yes, now, when you do the 7 hills, we shall have water points, hydration points at every top of the hill. And I must thank Aquafina,
Yeah.
Crown Beverages. Thank you very much for. So we shall be hydrating at every hilltop, but also we shall be giving you a wristband. And every wristband, imagine you're in Nakasero wristband, you're panting, and you've only done 1 hill out of the 6.
You know where I'm laughing? Isma, for you to hydrate and pick your, you've got to go up.
You've
the
got
hill.
to go up the hill.
But
So if you hydrate at Nakasero Hill, you don't come back to Kololo. Where do you go?
no, we now
Because I want
we go down Chagwe Road. Okay,
I can see
Nakasero
Chagwe
Road,
Road.
then Chagwe Road. Luckily enough, all that will have been secured. We've already made all the necessary arrangements with the security organs, and the routes are secured. Then we shall go to Old Kampala Hill, at around
So
the
there's a
police.
wristband
Yes,
and
second
hydration.
wristband, hydration. There are people who fill their tanks early like camels, and they don't hydrate easily. But for most of us here, and I'm sure you will.
Then
And
Old
so,
Kampala.
Old Kampala, then we go up to
You hydrate.
Namirembe Cathedral. We literally climb the stairs of the
I
cathedral.
know.
That's the main map there now. That's the main map.
And then
of
we
the
get
7
to
hills.
that hill with hydration point, 3rd ribbon.
That one.
Then we go down through Mengo Hospital, get down to Akaliga Road, go up Rubaga Hospital, Rubaga Cathedral around Jacaranda. At the top of that, another hydration point.
And the wristband.
Well, the people still have the gas. I mean, I can imagine
Daniel, you need to
Jacaranda.
get him to
You see,
finish.
it's
Join
Rubaga.
Kampala Hash.
It's a bus. You can jump out if you want, but
The
we are
bus
going all the
following
way.
the
No,
road?
we call it a bus in running. So you can jump out.
So we are at Rubaga Cathedral.
Yes, we're
at
at
the top.
Rubaga Cathedral. And then we go down through Pastor Kayanja's church.
Yes.
Come
Miracle
up
Center.
to almost the main entrance of Lubidi, and that's the next hill.
Yeah.
Hydration,
Ribbon.
pick up your 5th ribbon.
Mango Hill.
Then we go down to Clock Tower, climb up to through Arena,
Yeah.
Zambia Hospital, around Radio Sapienza, and there will be another
Yes.
hydration point. That
Yeah.
should be the last one. Then we go down till Kabalagala, first Tank Hill Road, turn off Zimwe Road. Then come to Mutajazi, come down to, as if you're coming back to town, and then climb Chuli Mosque, you'll have picked your last ribbon.
Yeah.
And there your body should have picked up.
Should have walked back
Busting.
So, and there is, at that moment, that's when you realize it's very rewarding to have done all the 7 hills. And I want everybody watching to know that you are doing this for a girl child. That's a disadvantage.
Speaking of the girl
Every time
child,
you're running low, think of the girl child.
yeah, about the girl child, I'm very impressed, so especially after watching that story run on NTV. It was so touching.
Sure.
And it's beautiful that you're picking up that cause. Yeah, my question and my worry is, how are you arranging for that, for those pads to reach those girls, to reach the last girl? Because that girl out there in that village is the one that puts the soil to help themselves. How will it reach the last person, the intended person?
Recipient.
Yes, recipient.
Oh, thank you. That's a very lovely question. I think it's important to know how this money is going to trickle down to the intended recipient.
Yeah.
Our lead partner, ABSA, has in its system a couple of organizations that are directly in touch with the girl child down. So, if I'm to give you a little bit of history, last year we managed to raise over 200 million shillings. And I personally attended a ceremony at ABSA Bank headquarters where the representative of those organizations came and they were given checks. And these were made public. So these people are in direct touch with the recipients. This time we'll hope to include more organizations that are directly in touch with the recipients. And everything is done in light. So there should be no worry.
Yeah, you know, when you're mentioning that, Daily Monitor, where I've lived my entire adult life, I've not been to so many other places, maybe my adventure spirit is still very low, has done so many stories about girls missing school because of menstrual cycle. And I'm always thinking, okay, isn't this very small? Andrew, who follows politics that I don't, we even have a promise as high as plot 1 of free pads, and it's years gone. Maybe some of that has been given in service awards over the recent past. But the thing about Hashers and all, I've seen there's a growing passion around running in this town. Most of us, I think, first noticed around COVID in 2020, before the president showed up on the screen and advised us against going out to run on the road. Of course, when he posted his own video running, he had a bit of room. Some of us live in room sufficient. My muzigo is only sufficient to have my stove and a saucepan and a bed and probably a curtain and one sofa.
But the president had the whole way.
So a runway.
Running and coming back.
Yeah.
As big as the studio.
He was running in 4 houses. I think he would also have the same kind of resources. The thing about these causes, and Andrew, maybe this question also helps someone like who is involved. Do you feel the impact? I've been involved with the NSSF run previously through Victor Karamaji, who we've had on this show, the corporate affairs manager there. And I've always asked them about, at these schools they are running, getting the improvement with the library, with the roofing. They've done runs to remove asbestos. One of the big telecoms here has been doing a run that did not happen last year. Of course, it's run under a word marathon. So do you feel the impact beyond Andrew here looking much better than when I first saw him, which is about 15 years ago? Yeah. Because it was a bit chubby and
it looks very thin
now.
He had a lot of milk on him. Not that the milk is less, but it's consumed by the activities of his body. So maybe we're starting with the Hasher, then Andrew. These causes, do you feel an impact that you're creating on society?
Yes, Isma, thank you. We are having so many impacts. First and foremost, it is the impact to me who is running. Thank you. Yes, I can tell you that at one moment I weighed 98. You didn't know. You didn't want to look at me.
Let me see your photos.
I will show you my photos. I am now 88.
Good stuff. That's 10 down.
Yes, 10 down, but just not the weight in itself. Quite fit.
Yeah.
I used to, actually when I hit 98, I started to suffer gout. Yeah, but now I've kicked out gout. And then there are so many people who came hypertensive, and they've abandoned drugs ever since then. There are those who came with issues of obesity, aching knees, and every part of their body is aching, and now they are fit. So the benefit starts with the individual.
Yeah.
Now, as Kampala Hash, we said, okay, we've harvested the benefit to us as individuals. Let's reach out to others, and we look for the best way possible. Because I can tell you, we are very organized. We total close to 800. But active runners, every Monday, we are 200 to 250 who come and run. And so when I begin to mention the benefits, apart from arresting the spread of non-communicable diseases, we are also helping with the mental distress. If you came to the Hash and for some reason something had pissed you off, you will definitely leave with a smile at the end of the day.
How?
You'll leave with a smile, that I can guarantee you. So it has helped so many
Daniel
people
is newly wed, so don't say things are pissed off.
come with your hubby.
I will come with him, definitely.
Yes. And so we always asked ourselves, so what can we do different apart from just traversing the hills and the valleys? And that's why we thought about the girl child. There's something that I want to tell you that Kampala Hash has been doing. There is a school in Mukono called Nachibano Primary School. Every year in July, we do a relay from Kampala to Jinja. And that school is along the route. And faithfully, we have done our CSR there. We take them books, we take them pads, we talk to the children, we've helped them with roofing. And so whenever it comes to about July, they look forward to us coming.
That's
And so we are only happier that we got somebody else who we dreamed with on the same pillow, and that's Absa Bank. And so we are only spreading out, and we just want this to be the start. And we want to urge every Ugandan to come together. Together we can make an impact. Together we can continue to spread or uphold the spirit of Ubuntu, which has helped us, the Africans, survive through very harsh environments. Everything has been thrown at us, but because of watching a brother's back, we've managed to go through. And that's how we are watching our sisters' backs, our little girls.
I think for me to save time, Ismail, since what I'm starting is just informative stages, all I can say, personally, he's talked about it. As an individual, it's priceless. Someone will see you run through rain at 10 a.m. and I think you're mad. I think you need
Maybe you're mad.
Maybe you're mad as well. So in terms of personal benefit, I mean, I can't emphasize it more. In terms of, does it reach the intended
society?
And for me, that's where I love accountability and compliance. That's where, for me, if you've started something, remain true to the cause.
Exactly.
And then commit and actually account for whatever you've done. For me, that's the trick. I'm happy you guys are doing it. We shall also do it as we start with our run. For now, maybe what we need for those of us who are running on Sunday, or those who want to run, how can they be part?
Thank you. I really love that bit because it's very important for people to know.
But also you tell us later which constituency you're going to contest, because you sound like a politician. Just go on.
When the cameras are turned off. So we
will exhibit you.
Yes, we have a route for the CEOs. Because unlike the previous times, so many corporate organizations have graced this, and my heart goes out to them. I won't mention very many of them, but UAP, Kampala Pharmaceutical Industries, Crown Beverages, Kakira, and so because of that we're going to have so many CEOs. We, for security reasons, we're going to give them a special route around Kololo, and that should
for their own safety.
For their own safety, and so that will comprise 5 kilometers.
There it is.
Safety, yes.
Quite straightforward.
Yes, 5 kilometers should be enough for them. You don't want the CEOs to start and blow out their lungs, and then we shall have our economy reeling from the effects of 6 CEOs. So, but I will add that the next time the CEOs should come and we flatten this.
So encourage them to do
that
training.
Is for the CEOs, and then the rest of us will go the 7 hills. The run starts at 6 in the morning with a warm-up.
Shall be there,
and then we hit the track. The elite runners should be back in a couple of maybe less than 2 hours.
No, they should do their thing. For us, we shall be there for about 2 hours.
We have a very interesting.
We have a long day.
We have a very interesting phrase, Isma. Take it easy, Silutalo. It's never war. Just take it at your pace till you get there.
I know I heard Andrew talk about 4 hours and saying, we'll be back in 4 hours. We'll be back in 8 hours. Come on.
And so other important bits that you need to know is that
how do we register, how do we pay?
Yes, one, the security is tip-top.
Okay.
One of our strong partners that I'd actually forgotten to mention is Uganda Red Cross.
Oh yeah.
So we are covered. We are covered, and then payments are in twofold. You can pay 30,000 to just go run at your pace and have fun. But there are those people who want to measure their lungs against the shields. So they would want to be timed. For that, they'll pay 35,000.
Oh, definitely. We have to
now the payment methods, if you may allow me. Through ABSA, you can visit any ABSA branch, but also you can dial *185 *9# on Airtel pay code, and the code is 4365164. Let me say that again quickly. 4365164. That's if you're using Airtel. And in case you're using MTN, of course, you dial *165 *3#. And then the MTN Momo pay code is 590860. So once you do that, you should be able to get paid up. The kits are going to be distributed well in advance, and a communication shall come out on all media to find out where to pick your kits, and that they come early. Another important thing to mention is where you park your vehicles. It's important to know that the Kololo Independence grounds won't accept vehicles being parked. So we advise that you get secure parkings, maybe right from down at
City High,
Airtel down, or Game, and any other secure place. And then don't, because we shall reach there very early, avoid moving alone, because there will still be darkness.
May not be safe.
So it's just personal caution. Move in groups, and if you sight anything, please, you can report to the nearest authorities. So that said and done, I look forward to seeing all of you from Mebo.
We'll see you. I'll see you at 6.
You still fit.
Daniel and
Isma reluctantly returns to the feast.
I look forward to seeing all of you.
This is Sunday morning. Sure. Yes, Sunday morning.
So people can also follow you on your socials?
Yes.
To get more information?
Considering it's Ramadan, maybe I do 2 hills, and because then it's an entire day without hydration and anything.
We can keep
a very
in
good
touch.
exception.
We can keep in touch. Do Chibuli, I'll find you there when I'm finished.
Okay, thank you very much, Gerald
Been a pleasure.
Okware. And we have to take a short break. NTV Sport Nights returns after.